Greetings, it is I, Tantus Naravan Jacobin, Lord and Emperor of the Jacobin, and welcome. It is time to continue my discussion on the Earth Dawn role-playing game system. We last left off, we were talking about using your legend points to improve your character, to become more of a legend. And we talked about improving your tributes. Let's talk about improving your talents. You can increase the ranks of a talent you have, or you can gain a new talent. Effectively, you'd be purchasing rank 1 in a talent. Each time you do this, this of course increases the ability you have to use said talent more likely than not. Most talents take an attribute step, add your talent's rank to that to have your total step number you're using for these talent tests. So of course, every rank in a talent is critically important. It increases your ability and makes you better. Not all talents work this way, but most of them give you that boost to the steps you'll be taking. Now, when you are going to be learning a new talent, you do have to meet a number of conditions. For one thing, you have to be well rested and in good health. No wounds, no injuries. This is an exception if I had blood magic damage or blood magic wounds. Those things do not count against it. Otherwise, good night's sleep, good health, ready to go. Then I have to meditate 8 hours for a day. Now this meditation is basically meditating on my discipline, on the previous learning I had based upon my abilities that match this discipline. And that if I had ranks in this before, meditating on that, I effectively am focusing on all the training I have had to unlock these talents as abilities I learned, and to develop those talents more, to develop those talents linked to these discipline even more. You're effectively focusing your magical abilities to increase your own previous trainings and dive deeper into those trainings using these 8 hours. I can only meditate at one talent at a time. That means I'm spending this 8 hours focusing on this one talent, increasing it by 1 rank. Now it is important to note I can only increase a talent 1 rank a day. That means if I have the ability that I could go up 2 or 3 talents ranks to the same talent, during the course of a day, I can only increase it by 1. So if I'm trying to go up 3, it would take me 3 days. This isn't to say I can't get more than 1 rank a day. I would have to get a rank in a different talent. I could get a rank in a talent up to 2 talents a day. So effectively, I can take an 8-hour shift learning a rank in this talent, an 8-hour shift learning a rank in this talent, and then get the 8 hours of rest I need to be well rested to do it again the next day. So I can increase 2 talents by 1 rank a day. Each of them on their own, I can't increase more than 1 rank a day. Now, I then, as soon as I'm learning the rank, I've spent my 8 hours, I have to have the appropriate amount of legend points. I have to spend them and be able to then purchase the ability. So, I then spend my legend points and purchase the ability ups. I purchase the rank ups. Now, if I am purchasing more than 1 rank, and this is implying that over the course of a couple of days, I spend 8 hours each of those days increasing the ranks, I do not just purchase from 2 to 4. No, I have to purchase each step by its own. I have to pay for rank 3, then I pay for rank 4, and then if I'm going to rank 5, I pay for rank 5. Each of them has their own legend point cost, as defined by a chart in the book that I'll have to look in to know what I'm purchasing, what I'm spending my legend points to increase to. This chart itself is dependent on a number of factors. It depends on the rank I'm going to. Whatever rank I'm going up to is where I'm looking on this chart. Then I compare that to my circle. If I'm first circle, then I'm trying to go up to rank 4, then it has a cost that intersects there. It's not the rank I'm at, the one I'm going to is used for this. It's also important to note this is in my first discipline, and I can't have a rank higher than 15 in any talent. That is the maximum rank I can get in a talent. This doesn't mean I couldn't have a rank of higher than 15. There are certain magic treasures, spells, and other things that could increase a rank higher than 15. If I am ever spending legend points to increase a rank in a talent, I ignore all these other bonuses. Whether this has put me above 15 or not, I look to my base value and increase that. My base value has a maximum of 15, then all the other bonuses could theoretically pile me up higher than 15. It's just that the base maximum I can increase to is 15 on my own. I would have increased it throughout the course of my career from 1 to 15. Now, improving a skill is similar to, of course, improving a talent. It functions much the same way, that it will take the same kind of conditions. Unlike, though, talents, skills have a maximum rank of 10. If I am learning a new rank in a skill, it will take me a number of weeks of training equal to the rank I am attempting to go to. That means if I'm attempting to increase a skill from rank 3 to rank 4, it will take me 4 weeks of training in order to do this. During this time, I have to, of course, be in good health and well rested the entire time. Blood magic damage, blood magic wounds do not count against this. This is assuming I'm increasing a skill I have, or I could purchase again rank 1 in a new skill. Only take you 1 week then, of course, to learn it, because it's the first rank in that. I then have to, of course, spend legend points appropriate to my new rank in the skill. Whatever rank I'm going up to, that's how many legend points I'm spending. I have to have those available when I'm doing this training. This will cost you money. You're going to have to spend money in order to learn the skill. However many weeks I'm telling, that's going to be important to note. Then each week I am doing it then, of course, will cost me a number of silver pieces equal to 10 times the rank I'm training to. So if I'm trying to get to that 4 rank in a skill, it'll cost me 40 silver pieces each week. And of course I'll have to do it for 4 weeks, meaning 160 silver pieces I'm going to have to spend to learn this new skill. If you get a private teacher of some time, this could double or even triple the cost of this. This is assuming you're going to some place that you'll be training with others. Now, after this is said and done, I have to train at that new skill, well, the new rank in the skill I have, for a number of weeks dependent on the rank I'm going to go to. There is a chart in the book that I will have to train for those weeks before I can raise that skill again. So each rank of a skill, as I get better and better at the skill, it will require me more and more weeks that I'll have to train at it before I can attempt to once again raise this to the next level. I have to be doing that training at least during that time, but that's not mutually exclusive. I can do other stuff. I can go on adventures, I could raise talents, I of course could train for a new circle, or do other various tasks. These are things I can do while I'm doing this practice for a number of weeks. But as I said, as the rank gets higher, if you look in that chart, the amount of weeks that I have to practice my skill before I can once again be allowed to raise it increases. It becomes more and more difficult, more time consuming for me to get better and better at that skill until I would hit 10. Because I can't get above 10, I don't need any kind of training after I've reached 10. Because the point of this training is to prepare myself to be able to get the next rank in that skill. Now I can spend legend points to, of course, learn a new spell. I'd be learning it for another magician. I would, of course, make my spell learning test and spend the appropriate amount of legend points. We did talk about this previously when we were talking about magic, but this is a point in time where, of course, I would be spending legend points. Now, all adepts can tap into karma, the raw magical energy of the Earthdawn world. You can use this karma to affect dice rolls, to give you a significant advantage in these dice rolls and hopefully have better success. The fact is, though, when karma is used, you must replenish it. This requires a karma ritual talent, which allows you to purchase karma points at the cost of legend points. Effectively, you use the talent and you can refresh your amount of karma, spend the appropriate amount of legend points, get it back, ready to spend again. Once per day, you can also purchase additional karma points up to your karma ritual rank. You perform the appropriate karma ritual to your discipline, whatever that ritual would be. At the end of that ritual, you can purchase new karma points at the cost of 10 legend points per karma point, up of course to that maximum. So this tends to be some of the cheapest stuff you can purchase, but it will be something that you might want to be purchasing repeatedly, so it might eat up your legend points. Once you've completed this ritual, which will take you a half an hour, you can add the karma points you purchased to your current total karma points on your character sheet. You purchase new karma points. The last thing I can do with spending legend points is to weave threads. As long as I have the appropriate experiences, connections, time spent doing this, preparing for it, I can of course weave threads into people, places, and items. We talked about this when we talked about thread magic, weaving threads into them to connect to them. And this is one of the points where you can spend legend points. We did talk about it a little bit. Here's we're mentioning it again. But that's it for today. I finished talking about the basic things you're going to spend legend points on to improve your character. This isn't everything. Your attributes, your talents, your skills. These are 3 of the big things. A couple other things with things like spells, karma points, and threads. The next big thing we're going to talk about, which is in the next episode, advancing a circle. Because this means a lot to your character. It unlocks more things for what your character can do and how they can advance in their ability to become a legend. And it will involve legend points. So we're going to start talking about that next episode. It's going to be the next big thing to discuss in this section. But I hope you're having a great day. And until the next time, I bid you farewell.